Okay. Says we are live. Hopefully that is true. Happy Friday. 'Tis Friday. So, TGIF. Let's see. We hopefully are going to get either work or fun creativity done today. One or the other. This is probably going to bother me. I feel like it should be, I don't know. Maybe I can swing that around. Who knows? I'm talking, my earrings are very fun and cool, but they do have this added bit that creates an interesting shape, but sometimes it pokes my neck. So I'm like, Anyway, it's fine. So went to another doctor appointment yesterday. And I'm going to have a biopsy at the end of the month. So I will not be here on the 29th. So just that's in the queue for later this month, which I think is a Wednesday. Is that right? I'm looking at my calendar, but I've got journals stacked up there. Yes, it's a Wednesday. So not this coming Wednesday, but the one after. But yeah, so there's that. Kind of a little scared about that, but the doctor did not seem super concerned. He at least told me that it was not the typical cancer shape. So I'm like, okay, great. But because of my age and because of the PCOS diagnosis, he's like, we have to get this biopsied. So I was like, okay, fine, if we must. So there's that. So I'm trying not to be an anxious ball of just anxiety and terror and everything. But and in the meantime, I am hopefully going to get some good work done. And hopefully some fun as well, some creativity outlet type of stuff. So it's like just 2026 is 2025 was my year of dentistry. 2026 is apparently my year of general getting everything else sorted. So I was talking with Bestie after the doctor's appointment yesterday, and I was like, apparently we're going to have everything identified as to what the problem is, hopefully before my 40th birthday, which will be next March. So that way we can deal with it. And hopefully some of the stuff will be dealt with prior to my 40th birthday. But yeah. So, yay. So that was not exactly what I was anticipating happening. To be honest, though, I didn't really know what was going to be happening during the appointment yesterday. So I was like, okay. So it's kind of a surprise, but I guess more information is good. So, yeah. Kara said you pulled the Cats Against Humanity. Cats Against Anxiety, not Cats Against Humanity. It's okay to release grief in the form of tears. It can often bring you relief. Samuel James, MA, LPC. Nice. Licensed psychiatrist, maybe? What is LPC? Licensed professional counselor? Yes. Okay. Monique says, hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well. Kara says, Enchanted Map Talisman, number 49. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the successes you seek. Nice. That is good. I like it. Monique is currently doing some virtual assistant / admin work, setting up events that are going to be taking place next month. Excellent. Good. Yes, because we are just past that halfway point. So yes. Kayla Grace, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. All the best health stuff is tough. Yes, it's scary, and I'm definitely sort of feeling like I'm a little out of my comfort zone. This is probably definitely an understatement. But we'll get through it. It'll be fine. And whatever the diagnosis is, I will at least have that information and figure out what next action steps are. So, first one wasn't Cats Against Anxiety, it was comfort cards. Okay, gotcha. Olivia Rodrigo came out with a new single where she's dancing around Versailles, and you love it. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, music videos, I think, are important because there's a lot of people who connect with the visual and not just the auditory. So, and I think they can sometimes help convey the theme sometimes in a better manner because we are visual creatures. So, but yeah. Okay. Let's see. What do I need to get done today? I need to check in with my journals. I need to put down the appointments that are going to be happening at the end of April and write in the date for the follow-up appointment because we set that as well. So yeah, need to set that up. And then I can draft. I do need to check in with my reading journal just for like one particular thing. I ordered and received a new book, so that needs to be added to the TBR. So I'm not doing a great job with the TBR takedown. Let me just say that. So I need to work on that this weekend too. So this weekend, it will probably be a reading weekend for me, at least as far as I can plan at the moment. So, all right, let's do the cats. And then we can get to, okay, so Thursday's cat is looking at the mirror or a window. Self-care 101. Take time to pause and reflect. And of course, we have the pun with the pause. And then we have a very lovely cat here. Profound wisdom. Life is what happens when you stop and pee on the flowers. Excellent. I like it. Okay, so we have those. And then we have the Oracle deck. And the Scarab Beetle. Did we have? Okay, so we had 56 last time. We have 52 this time. So we have the Scarab. So if you don't like insects, there will be a Scarab on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Scarab on the screen. Here is the Scarab. It's not very much in focus, but okay. Insect no longer on the screen. The main message of the Scarab is that magic works through you. In ancient Egypt, the Scarab was revered. For the creative magic of the Scarab reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary, seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, Scarab reminds you that the Spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old. For the Spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and vitalized as you make magic with what is at hand. Now is a time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire, and your creative endeavors will come into fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow the Spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. Nice. But I also like the fashioning something new or repurposing the old. So if you have an old snippet of a scene or an old scene in its entirety or a character arc that you thought maybe wasn't going to fit, maybe there's a use for it somewhere else. Maybe a different story. Maybe just could be a character exercise as well. So yeah, repurposing the old can sometimes be very, very good. Kara pulled The Cats Against Anxiety. Give yourself credit. Reflect on what went well this week. Goodness gracious. Give yourself credit for the roles you played. Practice recognizing the responsibility you have in your success. Yes, I like that. But apparently I'm struggling with W's today. Monique pulled the Nine of Swords from your Buffy Tarot deck. Nice. Usually called the Nightmare card. Yes, is it upright or is it inverted? You're going to use it as a prompt when you get to working on Drama of the Undead. Also, your anxiety has been kicking your butt this week. Yeah. It happens, unfortunately. Okay. I am going to put us into a sprint. Oh, okay. So that we can get started. Okay. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the end of the first sprint. How did we do? I bounced around a bit for that sprint. I did do a little bit of research on my phone. So if you saw me sort of like frowning and whatnot, that was part of the research. I was not liking what I was finding. Oh gosh, I'm going to cover up part of her skirt. Oh well, it'll look good. Okay, so I'm starting the process of putting May in, because I think that's what I'm going to be doing today, to be honest. Because I thought about it last time and then didn't, and now I'm like, let me go ahead and do it, because now I have appointments in May that need to be recorded. So anyway, I'm at least contemplating it. I'm at least going to sketch in some things. I'm also debating whether or not I should use this watery I guess it's technically that way. Or if that is probably too much. I don't know. We're going to see. But yeah, so did that in terms of put a couple things on the family calendar. Put a couple things on my calendar. It's also the new moon today, so don't forget, if you're going to do tarot spreads for the new moon, don't forget to do that. Yeah, it didn't feel like a very accomplished sprint. I will say that. I don't feel like I did much at the end of it. But I did add some couple things that I did over the past 2 days, and then wound up using the majority of my reflection space for a little bit of journaling. So there's that. So I don't have that much room for more reflection on Saturday and Sunday. Andy says, you did some bits. That's a win. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be how I take it, because I'm like, Also, I'm sort of contemplating, like, this is how much is left in the square journal that I have. So if I'm going to be doing 2 pages per week, there's like 4 weeks in May, really. So I'm going to have the calendar, then I have 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then a reflection page. So that leaves me with yay much for June. Which, how many weeks does June have? 4? 5? June. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you're doing a Monday start, just 4 really. But if you're doing 4 weeks. Okay, so you'd have 1 for the calendar, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, reflection, quarter reflection, and then maybe you'd have, so that puts me about page 150, and there's 155 that are free, like up to 155. So that leaves me with a little bit of planning space for migrating things to another journal for the second half of this year. So, and if I want to continue with this square shape, this one was a T-Thosi journal, and it has held up beautifully thus far, like fantastic. But I do have the treasure map from Archer and Olive. It's a square. I think that's the only other square that I have. But I'm enjoying the square layouts. Or well, the one layout that I have found that I like, I should say. So, so I should probably continue with it if I'm enjoying it and it's doing good. So yeah. So I think this will be a two bullet journal planner year for me, instead of just one, because the past couple of years I've done my best to like squeeze it into one. But this year I've been like, let's use all the space and all the stickers. So anyway, Andy is here reporting for Dawdling. Welcome. Glad you're here. You know what's best about dawdling? Dawdling with friends. Yes, exactly. Ansh Gamer, hello, welcome. Did as much admin work as you could for the time being. Good, good, good. Monique's going to take a break and then work on Drum of the Undead during the second sprint. Fantastic. I could have done no bits at all. I could have, yes. Monique is in a similar conundrum with your Narnia Bojo. You set up May, but you still have a lot of pages left for June. Well, don't forget, you have like quarter 2 reflection, and then you can do lots of scribble pages for like what worked, what didn't, and Jessie Corinne's want analysis is a great framework, if you will. Wins, aversions, needs, and to tries. But yeah, so, but this is definitely a lot of space. Like, I definitely have had days where like I feel like I'm just writing stuff down to fill up space. It's not necessarily being hugely useful, if you will. And there are some weeks where like I didn't do anything at all, and so it was not like, it was just purely decoration at that point type of thing. So, but yeah, doing quarter 2 reflection, you could do quarter 3 goals, but I feel like that would probably be better served in whatever bullet journal you're going to be using for the majority of quarter 3. So it's like we're in quarter 2, but we're already thinking about quarter 3, which is crazy. All right. You think the remaining pages will be Q2 reflection, mid-year check-in? Yes, mid-year check-in would be great. I didn't think about that. If one must dawdle, then dawdle alongside pals if possible. Yes. You're thinking you may go back to an A5. I have plenty of those to fall back on if I want to. I also have a couple of B5s. So, yeah, lots of options. But yeah, so. Okay, let's stop dawdling and do the second sprint. Second sprint is the self-promo sprint, so make sure that if you have something to promote that is writing adjacent, you do so during the second sprint. And also don't forget to answer the poll. The poll for today is that your main character was caught on security camera. What were they doing? Were they stealing something of like national treasure value? Were they caught beating up bad guys? Were they caught kissing the love interest? Or the villain? You never know. Could be both. Or were they caught just passing by? What was your main character caught on security camera doing? That is the question. So, okay, so Monique I'm going to star Monique's comment so that I can come back to it for the self-promos. Okay, let's scroll down to one of the farting critters. Do, 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 do. Let's do Yoga Cat. Okay. Here we go. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. Three, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I am crowding my mouse out currently, but I'm getting some things done. I have about set up the structure and the decoration um, for the May calendar. So here is the unfilled out. I still have to adjust the boxes over here for appointments and to-dos. But so I have several different sticker packs in play here. And I have the sort of bluer toned waves on the bottom and the purpley ones up top. Because pretty much all of my stickers have like some of them have like a little bit of a blue green, some of them have a little bit of a blue purple shift. It's kind of all over the place. And there are definitely some purples, especially in the mermaids. So that is where we are. Is I have the calendar boxes made and I have the decoration down. So that's good. Let me scroll back up to the star. Here is Monique's self-promo. There's a flip through of my junk journal, and here's the Instagram link for it. Monique voted on the poll for beating up bad guys, as Susie and Gabby both beat up bad guys while the cameras are rolling. Nice. Kara has new book promos posted on Reader's Roost, so there's the link for that. You also have a new post on Substack, so there's the Ornery Owl's Roost link. Andy says, I'm sharing the drafteddigital.com frequently asked questions because this is making waves in the publishing community. I'll have to read it because I haven't heard about it yet. Did they update it recently? Is that something that's going on? Mom Maggie says, or is there like AI questions answered? Mom Maggie just passing by for the poll because neither Daisy nor Yori would be caught on camera unless they intended to be seen or were in disguise. Fair enough. Kara has a new moon reading video. Excellent. When Daisy was a terrorist, she would look at the camera and make a rude gesture before shutting the cameras off, just to annoy Damon. Nice. Monique is back to your admin work. Still working on the first event page. Fantastic. Hey, as long as you keep plugging away at it, right? Okay, so I am going to finish this calendar page, fill in the dates, and fill in the appointments that I know about thus far. I'm going to have to tentative. I think I'm going to pencil in my dental appointment because that one is liable to move. Yeah. Okay. There's that. Third sprint. Let's do, what do we have? Let's do the spring flowers. Make it big. Nope, I'm not sharing yet. Share screen, flowers, share. Now make it big. Okay, there we go. All right, so 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip. Cheers. Kayla Grace is trying to read, keep getting distracted. I know that feeling. You'll get it maybe this time. All right. 2 is take a sip. 3 is straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? I have finished up my calendar page and done my best to populate it. And then I realized that I did not have a next month section like I normally would. So that's going to be a potential issue. But yeah, so we are working without a next month section. But here's the working calendar. I've got the blue waves at the bottom, purple waves at the top. But then when I get to the weekly spreads, there's not much to see at the moment. I don't have enough to do both top and bottom for the waves. So I'm going to be alternating. The first double page is going to be the blue, and then the second is going to be the purple. So that'll be 1 week. And then the next week, I think I might start with the purple and then end with blue type thing. And then I have the pages like cut into thirds because the first 3 pages of the 4-page spread, because that allows me to have a weekly task section and then a space for decoration or additional notes, and then Monday through Thursday, and then on the back on the 3rd page I have Friday through Sunday, and then I have a full page for reflection and journaling and decoration. So yeah, that is where we are headed for May. So yeah, so now I'm just sort of, I'm going to be spending the next little bit peeling and sticking these little strips that I've gone ahead and cut of the waves. I just wanted to make sure I had enough so that I could do all of the pages. And I'm glad that I calculated, because this, I have a long and a short to do for the May wrap-up pages. It'll do. So that's sort of what we're working with. But yeah, so it's going well. I feel like I'm finally beginning to be somewhat productive. I also found that I wanted this color to be a little bit lighter for highlights. And so I was like, well, I have a mild liner, mid liner, whatever you want to call it, that is sort of in the same realm, and I think it works nicely. And I have an Inkjoy pen that is in that same realm for the actual writing for May. And I have the sort of this one's called Mist Purple from Tombow, but it's like a blue purple periwinkle-esque color. So I have those as my options in terms of color palette that I'm working with. But yeah, it's going to be a mess until it's done. That's for sure. And again, my desk is kind of always a mess. So Monique has, the first event has been published. Excellent. Funky got here. Better late than never. As long as you have coffee, you are good. Second event is now scheduled for Monique. Monique, fantastic. Funky got some work writing done, and coffee was imbibed. Fantastic. Yay. Good. Okay. I'm just going to be doing this for the next little bit, but I will probably get up and walk around, just take a little bit of a break before coming back to it. Because we have been sitting here for a while. So, and I feel like I don't have that much to show for it, but I have some. So as Andy said earlier, I got some small bits done. And that's better than nothing. So anything fun this weekend? I got a new book that I am intending to read, A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. So I think that's going to be on my TBR this weekend, and then maybe I can knock out at least one other from my TBR takedown list. Other than that, I don't have anything super special, except on Sunday it's supposed to be a little bit cooler, so Mom and I may go take a walk to the botanical gardens, or take a walk at the botanical gardens. It's a little bit far to walk to there from here, but yeah. So that might be fun. You love starting a new book. Yes. So, all right, y'all. Thank you very much. Don't forget to save your documents. I added like maybe 3 words to mine. It was very not a word productive day, that's for sure. But I got some stuff done. So I figured out my layouts and got to start on them. So that's something. All right. Also the poll. What are most of our main characters doing when they are caught on camera? 56% of our main characters are caught on camera beating up the bad guys. 33% are just passing by, and 11% are kissing the love interest. And none of them have left any evidence of them stealing the national treasure. All right. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see y'all soon. All right. Bye.